Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon or good evening, depending on when and where you're watching this, and welcome back to Oogie. welcome back to the Knit Crochet Read Repeat podcast. My name is Kirby. My pronouns are they, them. I am coming to you from a very Paisley. You coming to see me? Hi. Paisley, which is just a stone's throw away from Glasgow, which is in Scotland. Sorry, she has to overlook her domain, her land. Very much like a Lion King-esque. Hi, I'm talking about you. I'd show you, but then it would show where we live. So yeah, welcome to a Monday vlog. It is Monday the 9th of March. I feel like it's going to be a lazy, low-key day, but we're heading out. We're going to be out for a couple of hours, which I'm going to get shouted at when I get home by Oogie. She doesn't really like it when we leave her alone. But it's okay, we'll put her music on. She gets like chill out music. We've got the cameras to make sure she's okay. But yes, it is Monday the 9th. I am hoping to get some new gas cylinders for the soda stream from the range today, but I might try and find a number for them online because I really don't want to be carting around 2 empty cylinders in the hopes I can replace them with 2 full ones. And then I think I said I was going to nip into Lidl, but now I can't remember what for. I really gotta write stuff down, like really gotta write stuff down. Why did I say I was going into Lidl? I don't know, maybe message Scott and see if he remembers. But yes, then after that I am meeting a friend for a hot beverage. Everyone says coffee. I don't like coffee. I tried to, I really did. I gave it the old college try. It's too bitter. So yeah, meeting my friend for a hot drink and a really good catch up. But I need to set up her feeders so that, oh, sugar, so that I don't miss her lunch. And by her, I do mean Oogie, my fur baby. And yeah, at some point today, we need to pick the yarn for the 2 squares. I think I might get that cast on shortly, actually, and maybe bring that along with me if I can find a project bag. I have a sock project. And I also discovered this the other day. My friend got me this for colour work, so that you can, or just in general, for tensioning your yarn. And I've realised why my thumbs hurt when I knit. I have very mild, compared to other people, hypermobile thumbs. Like this part here is not meant to bend back as much. And when I knit, my thumb is constantly stuck in that hypermobile position, and I've realised that's what's hurting my thumb. So I found this the other day just to test it, and I popped it on my thumb, and it stops the thumb from going so back only so much. It doesn't do the best job because it's not intended for this. And then I tested some knitting and it works. It really helped reduce the pain. So come payday, I'm going to be looking into proper designed for that, like designed to do the job, thumb support. Because I have thumb spikers, but my thumb spikers only go to like here, and I need them to stop this bit hyper extending. So yeah, let me show you some things I've been working on. Oh, I think I'm going to cause an avalanche. So if you saw this big giant blanket, this is now done with all the ends woven in, and it's very weighty. It would be a fantastic lap blanket, or in this situation just throwing it around your shoulders. Yes, it is very gappy. That is the nature of the granny stitch. But this has now got a recipient in mind, and we'll be going off to them soon. I'm not sure when, but soon. But yeah, so that's now done. It weighs, it doesn't weigh a ton. I can lift it, no bother. But like, you can feel the weight on this. So I'm going to pop that there, but I will need to move it because I don't want Oogie to sit on it. I have also started, let's see, it won't look like much, but this will be a dragon, so use your imagination. So this is the body of a sleeping dragon, and I've got the 2 front legs done, which look like this. They got their claws and everything, although their claws sit funny, like they keep curving, and I don't have small enough wire, and I also cannot be bothered with wire. So these are the 2 front paws. I think these go around here, like at the front of the body. And then I need to do the 2 back paws, work on the wings and the horns, the ears. I want to say gills, but that's a fish. So there's stuff that goes down like the spine as well. So a lot to go on for this. And then what else? What else? I feel like I've been very creative recently, but I also don't feel like I've made much progress in anything. I put a wee bit of work into my toaster, which is too far out of reach for me to grab. I've put some work into my fundraiser blanket, also too far away for me to grab without causing an avalanche. I tidied in here yesterday and you would not know. No, Saturday. I tidied in Saturday. But yeah, I am going to get my stuff together for heading out. That's now just past 1:45. I'm going to get my bag ready. I'm going to find a hoodie because it's not the nicest weather. I don't want to wear my coat. I just want a hoodie to throw on over what I'm wearing, and for extra heat. And then I think I will pick my 2 yarns and get the cast on for the blanket. I don't know if I want to bring it with me. I feel like that's one of those projects where I have to pay too much attention for the decreases that it would be acceptable in a social situation. Don't know. I'm still going to pick the 2 yarns out, so I'll show you when I'm done. I decided to go with my Fluffy hoodie. If you don't know Fluffy, this is Gabriel Iglesias. He is a comedian, he is funny, but he goes by Fluffy. So here is my blanket. We are starting a brand new row. So let's see, what colors will we pick? I feel like this needs to be slightly darker, this top corner. Maybe a nice denim blue. This would be nice. And then again, we've got such bright colors. Maybe if we can bring it down a little bit. You know I'm not against bright colors. I love me a neon, but this corner in particular is very, very bright. So if we start it with the navy, sorry, the denim, and then what are we thinking? So this is my tonals and variegated. There's no blue in that one. This could work really, really well. Cause I don't want to go too similar. Ooh, what's this one? Got that one. That does have blue in it though. Sometimes I feel I'm too picky. My bag of minis is a little bit too far away, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'm just going to go with these 2. These are the next 2 ones, but we're starting with the blue. So let me get these away. my cauldrons. Let me get those put back, and then I'll quickly get the cast on done because we're now 7 minutes to 10. I'm not meeting my friend until 11. So if I leave too early and the range don't have what I want, I'm going to be kicking around. So maybe I can breathe and slow down. That sounds good. Hello again. Sorry for the audio. I just have not been bothering with my microphone. I don't always actually think it makes much difference, to be perfectly honest. So there's that. But yeah, I'm back home. I've been home for over an hour. I just was not able to record. I also didn't want to record. I came home, I fed the cat, who is currently not talking to me, and I fed myself. I was very hungry. It was past lunchtime, but when you are catching up with a friend you've not seen in a while, sometimes time just flies, absolutely flies. So came home, had some lunch, put the laundry on a spin. I got my SodaStream gas cylinder, so I've made up a SodaStream drink. That is quite nice to have back. What else? Done a wee bit of tidying. Hung the laundry up to dry. Started a YouTube. I am watching the Stash Down Diaries, which is Jen, who is based in Canada. I'd love to go to Canada one day. I really, really would. I'm just taking things easy. So apologies, but this is not a podcast. This vlog will be very short. It will not be the most entertaining. If this is your first time watching, thank you. Genuine thank you. But go watch any other video. You have caught me in an off week on an off day. I tweaked my knee last night. I don't have the best knees in the world. It doesn't help. I am overweight and put a lot of pressure on them. But many moons ago, when I was still in high school, I was bending over to padlock my bike to a railing. And 1 minute I was facing forward, and the next minute my knee was in agony and I had twisted 180 and was facing the complete opposite direction. Nobody to this day knows what happened to my knee, but basically my kneecap just went and like turned. And so ever since then I've had the most atrocious knees. And last night I bent down to pet Oogie and I instantly felt something not right with my knee. Got up, went to sit down on the bed, and my knee gave out from under me. So bending over today to get anything like Oogie's cat, like her food plate off the floor. When I dropped some of the laundry out the laundry machine, my knee just doesn't feel very secure. So I'm in a bit of pain today. My hands have been a bit more vocal of their discomfort and their pain. So it's going to be a rather chill night, which I'm absolutely fine with. Sometimes you just need that. I'm picking Scott up in just over 15 minutes. I'll be leaving to pick him up. He was working from his mum's today because unfortunately there was a really bad fire in Glasgow, right beside Glasgow Central Station, and the historical buildings have been destroyed. Something happened in a vape shop. I'm assuming a battery might have exploded or something. And unfortunately, a lot of premises have lost their workplace. I don't know if there was any residential in the buildings, but if there was, they've lost their homes. There's not been any reporting of loss of life, thankfully. So I'm hoping nobody was injured. But the fire started at like 5 p.m. Sunday, and it was still going in the early hours of this morning. But they've got it contained, thank goodness. The historical Glasgow Central Station has been saved. So they say. I think it's too early to make that call. Excuse me. So because of that, Scott was working from his mum's today, but because I needed the car, he was a dear and got the bus to his mum's, but he wore his Skechers, so he has very soggy feet, so I need to bring him a change of socks. I may actually bring him a change of shoes, because if I give him a change of socks and his shoes are still soggy, then he's going to get soggy feet again. So I'm going to bring him a change of shoes and a change of socks as well. And then he'll be coming home to go to his bed because he's had a headache all day, the poor thing. And I'm honestly deciding whether I just want to grab like a frozen pizza from Morrison's or if I'm going to cook. Because if I cook, I'm cooking one of my favourite meals, which is chicken and sweet potato red Thai curry. Honestly has become an absolute staple in my diet. I think Scott just puts up with it. And so we should, because I'm the one that cooks the most. I'm sorry, I'm going to change that. I'm the one that cooks. So, I don't know. I might just pick us up some frozen pizzas. But if I don't cook tonight, I'm not... Oh no. Craft Group isn't on tomorrow night. So I could cook it tomorrow. I need to check that. If Craft Group is on tomorrow, then I'll cook tonight. But if Craft Group isn't on tomorrow, then I might pick up some frozen pizzas. Oh, hiccup. So, yeah, it's gonna be a quiet one tonight. The vlog is gonna be short. There's probably not gonna be a vlog next week. I'm gonna be talking to my boss tomorrow about working the Monday to have the Wednesday off for personal reasons. So because of that, I then wouldn't be recording on the Wednesday. So I'd try maybe get like a podcast in that weekend. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to get a podcast done this weekend. So I don't know. We're in a slightly turbulent part of my life and my family's life right now, and that's okay. Things are going to be better soon. But yeah. Just be prepared for a lot of crochet content. My hands, I am getting the start of pins and needles right now, but knitting for some reason is more painful. And as I discussed at the start of this video, I think part of that is having hypermobile thumbs. I think part of it, not all of it, just part. But crochet, my goodness, I'm really enjoying crochet at the moment. I just need more crochet projects. And I know, I have some, but not enough. I know that's that's a whole heap of BS, but I think a part of me just needs new. Like, do you ever just get that where you just need something new? And I thought the dragon was going to be that, but I don't know, it's not scratching the itch. Maybe because I'm not actively working on it. Don't know. So I've got my fundraiser blanket, which has been getting a lot of love. I checked the length of it yesterday. I'm going to do another repeat of basically the last section and then go into the finishing. But once I get this next repeat done, I'll measure it again and see the length, because I would have been okay with a lap size blanket, but maybe someone else wouldn't have been. But honestly, part of me just wants to go and get a big pile of my acrylic yarn and just start random granny stripe or square blankets, because they're mindless. They grow quickly if you're not using 4-ply sock yarn like I did with my first granny stripe blanket. And at the end of the day, I have this idea in my head. I'm not going to give full details for it, but I basically have this idea where I'm just going to make stuff. It's going to sound bad. Make stuff for the sake of making it, to keep my hands busy, to keep my head level, might be the best way to put it. And then just see who wants it. Just offer it up to someone. So it's making for the sake of making, but not in a negative sense. I would be giving it to somebody and therefore hoping they would put good use to it and enjoy it and appreciate it and care for that item. Or I'll make and donate. So we'll see. At this point, I haven't quite gotten all the acrylic out of stash, but I'm close. I'm really close. If I would donate, I would maybe see if like the cancer wards or centres or hospices, whether they need like lap blankets, lap blankets and stuff like that for their patients while they're in having treatment, or if they're in hospice. So yeah, it looks like Oogie might be getting up, so I'm gonna go see if she's talking to me yet, because I am, first and foremost, I'm actually in quite a bit of pain. Not what I was gonna say. Oh, she's settled back down. Okay, she's not gonna talk to me. Sorry, my hand is really sore, but it's also not sore. It's like the pins and needles are sinking right in, and it's like in my palm, which I'm not used to. The lady did say that was kind of like a sign of it worsening. So yay. I laugh because my appointment didn't quite go to plan last week. I am on a waiting list for another nerve conduction study. I have had 2 done in the past, several years ago, but I had them done privately through my work, and the NHS cannot access private medical records. So, and also they were several years ago. I mean, like, we're talking at least 5 years ago. Was my last one. God knows when the one before that was. Probably another 5 years. So it's been a while. They need fresh data. They need to grade it as the NHS do. Then depending on that grading, I will either be the ideal candidate for surgery, or I will need to go through getting a steroid injection and see how that plays out. So I might have answers by Christmas, and I wish I was kidding or exaggerating, but I'm not. So, bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. I just need to make do and not overdo it and just rest my hands when I can. I really, 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 really do not want this blanket project to go to the wayside, because I feel like I've made such good progress already, and 2 a week really doesn't sound that bad. But tell that to my hand. Because honestly, my hand thinks it's at war right now, because it's just, it feels like it's over exaggerating, but I know it's not. Sorry, I freaked out there when I looked. I'm like, why is there no stitch markers? And then I remembered I showed this off in a podcast, so I took all the stitch markers out and only have ones that have not been shown on a podcast yet. Right, what time is it? 38, so just over 5 more minutes. and then I'll head out. Thanks for sitting with me whilst I blather. I don't normally do such a talky bit. I don't think. I probably do, and I just don't realise I do it. But yeah, hopefully get these 2 squares done tonight without too much problem. And then I don't know what I'm going to work on. I still feel I need something new. I don't know what new I need. Do I need, excuse me, do I need a crochet garment? Do I need crochet socks? I've never made crochet socks before. Do I need to do a quick, I say a quick blanket. There is no such thing as a quick blanket unless it's a baby blanket. Do I do a crochet accessory that's not a shawl? I've only done a quick blanket. I've done that super chunky blanket. That was quick, but that was painful. I ain't ever touching super bulky yarn on a 15mm hook ever again. But yeah, I'm just trying to say what new I need or want. But I'm constantly on Ravelry looking to see. But then I was on Etsy just randomly scrolling, and I found so many amazing tapestry patterns. And I honestly might treat myself come payday, because I promised myself I wouldn't buy more patterns. But I also wasn't foreseeing this level of pain for knitting and this amount of waiting for hopeful hand surgery. So there's that. Also, like, I haven't seen a lot of these tapestry crochet patterns before. These must be new, because I am always scouring for new tapestry pieces. So I'm not sure if they're new releases or Etsy's just not shown me in the search results before. But some of them are mighty cute. Some of them are fun, like just funny pieces that I would love to have. And then some of them, honestly, I just want to make for other people and be like, this is you. In a crochet piece, this is you. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening to me blather for nearly 18 minutes. My goodness. But I'm going to go. I'm not going to do another round. I'm going to do another round. And then I'm going to go pick up Scott and decide on the drive what I'm going to do about dinner. No, I'm going to message the craft group and see if we're definitely not on tomorrow. Because my memory's awful, but I'm sure they said it's not on tomorrow night. So I'm going to go do that. Then that will help me decide whether I'm going to do anything. What I'm going to do for dinner, sorry. And also, really also depends how bad Scott's headache is. If he would want to come into the store with me. Or if he'd end up just sitting in the car miserable. So that's also going to be a deciding factor. Right, I'm at 18.5 minutes now. I'm going to finish this clip. I will maybe check in with you later. See how I'm getting on with the squares. I'd say I'm about halfway through this first one. And if I move on to something else. So until... Nope, my bowl's over here. Until the next clip, bye-bye. Hello everyone, it's Tuesday. I just wanted to jump on and wrap up yesterday's video. It did not go at all to plan. I was having a very high pain day in the evening onwards. I think it's just like my chronic illness playing up, and I start getting really horrific joint pain. I also tweaked my knee again, and Scott thankfully went and found the knee brace that we have, so I've been wearing that since last night. Didn't wear it when I slept, thank God. That would have been very uncomfortable. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on. I've only just finished square one of the blanket on my lunch break today. I did not craft at all last night. I just kind of sat, watched YouTube, had an Oogie on my lap all curled up, which was really cute. I'll try and insert like a photo if I took one. Pretty sure I took one. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and wrap it up. I do apologise if you can hear Oogie eating in the background. She's been really hyper. It's quite cute to watch her get into like play mode. So yeah, it didn't go according to plan, and there might be a vlog next week. I spoke to my boss today and I don't need to work my Monday for the Wednesday off. So there might be a vlog, there might not. I'll maybe record a podcast instead. But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, and I know it wasn't the best video in the world. I hope things will start kind of turning around. Fingers crossed. But thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, please do stay safe and happy crafting. Bye everyone.